discuss issues about this thing called life. Thank you, my dear viewers, for tuning into this episode. I invite you to please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. Buhay Parang Life is part of FaithWatch TV, and I ask you to download the FaithWatch app on your mobile device. We read and value your comments, so please feel free to write down your comments and suggestions below. In this program, we will hear about the experiences of a mother and a grade school teacher, and she will tell us about the state of the young Filipino adult these days. She was a former executive director of Pro-Life Philippines Foundation, but right now she is already a member of the board of trustees, a mother of three and a former grade school teacher and psychometrician for the Ateneo de Manila, for Immaculate Conception Academy, and the International School of Manila. Please welcome to Buhay Parang Life, Miss Lorna Melegrito. Hi, Lorna.
Hi, Tita. Magandang buhay at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Lauren, you have marami kang experiences with teens, with young children, no? In the talks that you give as a pro-life executive director and now as a trustee, at saka yung trabaho, and of course, raising your three children, and of course, yung trabaho mo as grade school teacher. Tell us, ano ang iyong observance sa mga kabataan ngayon?
Alam mo, Rita, hindi na ngayon. It was in the past, no? Pero I would agree that teenagers are really hard to deal with. But you just got to love them. You just have to love them because they are teenagers. They have quirks. They have nuances. So, mahalin natin sila kahit pa feeling natin hindi maayos ang pakikitungo sa atin. Nila, yes, but we must have to love. Some mothers would say, ikaw ba yung batang pinalaki ko? Kasi they change.
Sa anong aspect sila nag-change and difficult to deal with?
They rarely talk to you. Like pag dumating ng bahay na house school, okay lang ma. What do you mean okay? Same.
Hindi nagkikwento. Buti na sumasagot pero maikli.
Maikli, yeah. Like, when they were young, you would say, anak, pwede tumigil ka na, tama na. But when they become teenagers, they barely speak to you. Parang magsiselos ka kasi they love their children, their friends and their classmates more than you. They talk to them more often than to their parents. That's a shift that we must have to accept kasi they're trying their best to be independent from you. And yet, hindi naman pwede. They're not financially able.
Yeah.
Parang that's where they get rebellious. Kasi nila, I want to be independent. I want to do things on my own.
So doon sila nanggagaling, yung desire to be independent, kaya medyo hindi nila tayo pinapansin?
Yeah. Like I am 13, I'm 14, I'm 15. I should be doing these things without my parents knowing. Pero hindi naman pwede.
Hindi naman pwede. What about sa school? Yung mga estudyante mo nun, ano yung, syempre ang hirap, syempre, you cannot compare our generation. Of course, I'm older than you. But the generations, yung nung parents sa mga bata ngayon, ano yung napapansin mo tayo bilang estudyante dati and them now as students?
I had no problems with my students with I'm sorry. Pero they were kids kasi. They were sweet. Lalo na yung mga grade 1 students ko sa APAG.
Kasi mga bata pa yung tinuruan mo.
And I moved to Ateneo, pre-adolescence. Yun, medyo may...
Anong age ang pre-adolescence?
Yeah.
Anong age ang pre-adolescence?
Pre-adolescence, it's from 10.
10. So, nag-uumpisa na ba yung niyan, yung desire for independence?
Yeah.
How do they express it?
They love you as their teacher, pero gusto din nila yung friend kanila. Pero hindi pwede kasi
bakit hindi pwede?
My line. Kailangan hindi kanila friend. Kasi kung friend ka nila, then they lose respect.
Oh, is that also true for parents? Kasi di ba may mga parents na sinasabi nila sa mga na I want to be a friend of my child. Mali din ba yun?
So, it cannot be, it cannot be. You must have authority. Pero yung authority na yung, remember yung kasabihan, yung sabon, if you hold them too tight,
Yes.
ulo, if you just put them on your palm naman, mag-slide din. So you just have to be gentle and on. So you can
Oh,
be a friend. You cannot be a friend and parent at the same time. You should be a
oo.
parent that they can talk to, not a friend that they can disrespect.
Right, right. So you taught both in Ateneo and the Immaculate Conception Academy, which are mostly, of course, majority Filipino students. But you also have experiences with foreign nationals, no? With in international, ay, in the
I was culture shocked. Kasi sa Ateneo,
sa international school.
yeah, when I moved to the international school, I was culture shocked.
Anong grade, anong level ang tinuruan mo?
Middle school. That's
Middle school would be
7, 8, and 6, 7, 8. Grade 6, 7, 8. That's
that
12,
would be 11, 12 years old.
12, 13, 14.
Oh wow, teenagers na yan.
But these are the teenagers of International School Manila.
Unang-una, you came from being a grade school teacher. Now you become a middle school teacher for foreign nationals.
So there was a
Ano yung culture shock na sinasabi mo?
shock kasi sa Ateneo, the fifth graders, magugulo, maiingay at times. But when you tell them to stop, stop. Okay, magsasorry pa. Sorry, miss. Sa International School Manila, they answer back.
Sinasagot ka nila, they answer back. So when
Yeah.
you tell them to stop being
Yeah,
noisy, what do they say?
that was the first experience with them. They answer back. They answer back. But so you have to adjust yourself. I adjust my strategy. I adjust my classroom management. I adjusted my classroom management. I adjusted my strategies so they would listen and we would have a good I would have a good conversation with them. Na I thought na yung answering back nila is because I'm a new teacher and they thought they would be able to disrespect me. I had
Yes.
to adjust. It was hard. But when I was able to adjust my strategies and my classroom management, then it became okay. May meron pa rin mga estudyante, they would answer back. They would reason out.
Oo.
Pero,
When you say strategies and classroom management, give us concrete examples.
you set standards, you set rules.
So sasabihin mo, this will not work, this won't work, you cannot do this, ganon.
In the beginning of the school, you sit with them.
Sit with them.
These are our standards. These are our rules. Then you get their opinion. What else do you want to put here? What do you want to remove?
All right, all
Yeah,
right.
that's the independence that they want. That's the independence that they want. They do not want to be bombarded with rules that they do not agree. So yun.
You do not, all right.
Here, you sit with, parang sa mga bahay din. When your children become teenagers, you just have to sit with them and set boundaries. You love them, but there are limits, there are boundaries to what they can do, to what they can say inside the house.
Lorne, what sabi mo nga kanina, one of the challenges of raising teens is yung talagang their desire for them to be independent. So parang mas assertive ang mga bata ngayon kesa, of course, it is not correct to compare generations, but it is a fact that they are more assertive now than we were before. At saka parang mas modern pa yung thinking nila o matanda na tayo.
Ang culprit is the social media. It's a well-known fact na ang culprit dyan is the social media.
Give specific examples, Lorna.
Like, when they are in social media, they see a lot of things. They hear a lot of things. Like, isang click lang nila, they're able to talk to their friends.
Right.
magkukwento. Maybe their friends would say, mali yan. Mali ang nanay mo. Mali ang tatay mo. Dapat
Ang bilis nila magsumbong eh, no?
Oo. Um, sa atin noon, or before this generation, before the advent of social media, may telepono.
Telepono, dadayal ka pa eh.
Before they're able to talk to their friends, dial ka pa. Magtatago
Oo.
ka sa loob ng cabinet para hindi mo marinig. Ngayon, at the click of their finger, everything is there. Even values that we do not own. Even thinkings that we do not own. Grabe ngayon, Rita, grabe.
Ano ang values ngayon ng kabataan?
I'm no longer teenagers. I'm so happy. I'm no
At
longer
kamusta ang value system nila? What would be their number one value? Yung top 3 nila
para sa atin or for them?
for them.
The values that we would like to for them to have is syempre value for love of family, value for the Filipino values that we have, like close family time, po and opo. Pero that's all gone. Hindi na sila mamano. I don't know of some families who are able to impose that. Pero things are different now. Things are different now. Like
Aside from
nasa cellphone pa agad. Even
nasa cellphone ka agad. So ang una nating sinisi kanina is social media. Ano pa ang culprit?
Maybe parents that are, ano nga yung sinabi natin kanina, na parents that would like to be friends with their children. They do not set boundaries. They're scared to set boundaries kasi baka magrebelde. No, that's not true. The teenagers would love to be in a home. Hindi magre-rebelde mga yan. Basta sa uno pa lang, sinet mo na yung boundaries. Yung boundaries.
Can you, may specific example ka dyan, Loen? Yung sa sarili mong pamilya. Paano ka nag-set ng boundaries para naging matino yung mga anak mo?
Yung mga anak ko, I have 2 boys kasi and this girl. Na may pag-usapan natin ang mental health. Very important. Yung mga boys, kasi they're boys, so medyo maluwag. Okay? But I have set boundaries with them. Like, kung sa pagkain na lang, let all be simple. May mga families kasi na kung ano yung gusto ng bata, yun ang lulutuin, yun ang kakainin. May children, kung ano yung niluto, yun ang kainin. They would come home,
ikaw ang masusunod.
Yeah! They would look, bubuksan nila kung anong nakasalang sa table. And then they will say, hindi ako gutom. Kasi walang magluluto ng iba. Gutom, okay, maggutom ka hanggang bukas. Yung tipong gano'n. Like, when they were teenagers, sa Ateneo kasi nag-aaral yung mga boys ko. Hindi ko sila pinag-commute. I don't know if that's true, if that's correct, pero they rode the bus. Kung kailangan nilang malate sa school, they would tell me. Kailangan, I would know everything. Yun yung nagre-rebeldahan ng mga teenagers ko minsan. Na gusto nila maging independent, pero hindi ko pwede. So those are the boundaries that I've set. Pwede silang magdala ng mga kaibigan dito, walang alcohol, walang vices. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Minsan, sana hindi makita ng mga anak ko to. Minsan, nagro-rummage ko ng mga bags. Nagro-rummage ako ng mga bags.
Chine-check mo.
I do, Rita. And I'm glad I did. Kasi minsan nakita ko ng pornographic material. So, sa bag ng panganay ko.
Why would a parent go against pornography? Bakit hindi dapat may pornographic material sa bahay natin?
It destroys families, destroys the children, destroys the...
Hindi pa babasahin lang yan? Magazine lang yan?
No. Have you seen one? Have you seen one? And pornography is addicting. Yung iba...
Say that again, pornography is?
Addicting.
Addicting.
Yes. Yung sa umpisa, okay, nasa kanila yung nakakita sila ng breast. Tapos nagsawa na doon, gusto nila full body nudity.
Oh.
O, tapos nagsawa na, gusto na nila ng the action mismo. Sexual act
Oh.
na nakikita. And then, eventually, pag hindi na sila, they're not anymore satisfied with that, then they would do it.
Do it themselves. Kasi
Yeah.
nga hindi nasasatisfy no?
Yeah. So,
Nagpo-progress yung
depression,
desires.
depression yan ng ano. And sa mga married couples, it destroys the bond of marriage. Kasi yung mahilig sa pornography would be thinking, would be doing things na nakita niya sa TV, sa asawa niya, na kung minsan hindi naman tama.
Hindi tama.
Okay, I cannot do that. It's lucky or something.
Right. So, what is the role of mass media like TV ads or yung mga TV shows sa thinking ng kabataan ngayon?
Alam mo yung mga TV ads ngayon, it's so sexual. Grabe, sinisexualize talaga ang mga kabataan. I have examples. I should use sa PowerPoint presentation. So I wish we could show it to them.
Yes, we will share it with them.
Sexualize talaga ang advertisement. Social
Give
media.
specific examples na ads na halatang-halata ba na sexualize o medyo subliminal yung
But as you keep watching them, subconsciously, you'd be sexualized. You'd be yung nai-imbibe mo na yung
na-invite mo na.
They want you to imbibe. So, grabe. One of the examples I showed was in condom. Yung
Yes.
parang fruit condom.
Oh, parang prutas siya, pero condom siya.
Meron siyang flavor. Orange, strawberry.
Parang nakita ko na yan. Right. Ano ang role ng itong mass media ngayon sa, alam mo, gender ideology ang malaking issue ngayon sa mga kabataan. Ano ang role ng mass media?
I really hope hindi makarating sa atin yan, Rita, yung soggy na yan. Kasi in the US at sa Canada, they're the leading proponents of these things.
Right.
Their society is being destroyed. Ano ko lang, if you have look for that movie, yung What is a Woman?
What is a Woman, right?
Nakakatawa at nakakagalit. Kasi these cultures, they no longer know what a woman is. Bawal tawagin, bawal sabihin ang woman. Why? Because of the gender ideology.
Talaga naman, yung dating mga basic terms hindi na pwedeng gamitin.
You have a sex assigned at birth. Can you imagine that? Your sex is assigned at birth.
All right.
When you grow up, you can choose what sex you want, what gender you want.
So in the midst of all this confusion of these things that affect our children, what can parents do? What do you do as an educator, as a mother?
I would say mali yan. Okay?
Ano pag sinabi ng bata, Ma, this is Tita Lorna, this is the age of authenticity and inclusivity.
But that's wrong. We have been using the proper pronouns for thousands of years. We have been using woman as a adult female for thousands of years, and now you do not want to mention it. So parang sinisira talaga ng...
How do we tell that to children so that they will listen? Kasi iba yung sinabi mo, iba yung nakinig sila. So give tips to parents.
Ang kalaban mo talaga, Rita, sa mga panahong ito is social media. It's all there. It's all there in social media. There's so many applications that promote all these things, like gender ideology, LGBTQ, sexualized children, so many acts na tayo mga adults, maybe we do not even know they exist, but our children know they exist. So they go there, we do not know what they're looking at their phones, their gadgets, we do not know. Alam mo, at this time of our society, siguro what we can do for children is to pray for them. Pray.
Una-una, pray. Pray. All right.
No way they can go through this life without our prayers. Children no longer, so many children, so many Catholic universities no longer teach the values that we used to have.
That is another episode, Lorna. You are so correct there. What else? Oo nga. Kasi hindi ba, tayo, pinag-aral sa Catholic school, kalmado yung parents natin na we will be taught Catholic values, but that is not what is happening right now. So what are we to do as parents? Yung mga young parents dyan, na akala nila, ay, basta nasa Catholic school lang anak ko, okay to.
Yung mga young parents, na maliliit pa yung mga anak, they should start with them. Kasi pag nag-teenager na yan, sabi ko nga, nagkakaroon ng mga rebellious streak kasi gusto maging independent, they have different thinking, mahirap na. Mahirap na talaga. My children, I started with them as young children. So, nung teenagers na sila, babalikan ko yung mga sinabi ko sa kanila when they were young.
Babalikan mo, i-reviewin mo.
Di walang problema kasi nasabi ko na sa kanila, you just don't sit with them and teach them new things na iba naman ang paniniwala nila.
Umpisahan sa pagkabata.
From the beginning talaga. For the young parents are here, may mga lilit pang mga bata, umpisahan na.
Ano yung take mo, Lorna, sa sex education right now? I think it is already there. Nasa mga eskwela na ba ang sex education? Ano ang comment mo dyan?
Matagal na nating sinasabi ito sa pro-life, Rita, na we have shown samples of sex education textbooks
Right.
na nagtuturo talaga ng LGBT, how to pleasure with anus, mga ganyan. Kadiri. I'm sorry.
It is really, bad, very bad. Paano yun? Paano yun? Pag halimbawa, nandoon nasa eskwela, wala tayong nagawa. How can we counter what the school system is teaching them? Ang hirap, no? Kasi parang pinag-aral mo sa eskwela para matuto. But what is happening is hindi natututo ng tama kung ano-ano ang natututunan. What can a parent do? Faced with that.
No, alam mo, dun sa RH law, sinubukan nila yan, Rita, na tanggalin ang karapatan ng parents sa education ng children nila. They tried that sa RH.
Okay.
But the Supreme Court, we went to the Supreme Court para ibalik yun. So now, as a parent, pwede kang pupunta sa school ng anak mo and say, may I see your textbooks?
So what is your call to parents now?
Oh yeah, maging vigilant.
Maging vigilant.
Maging vigilant. Do not just let your school, your children's school, teach your children. Be there. Be vigilant. Be open sa mga nangyayari sa paligid natin so you as a parent can act. Yung parang hindi yung alam mo yung anak mo sa school, bahala na ang school dyan.
At saka kasi hindi ba, tayo noon, parang basta natulungan mo yung anak mo sa assignment niya, parang feeling natin okay na. Hindi na pala pwede yun ngayon.
Iba na ngayon, magugulat ka kung ano nasa mga textbooks ngayon. At sa Pilipinas siguro hindi pa masyado. Pero sa Amerika, I have seen some clips of parents talking to the school boards, complaining about assignments that their children bring home that are so pornographic, ganon. I hope hindi talaga, pero ang ating, sorry for being political, yung ating education secretary, gusto talaga niyang i-push yung agenda ng sex education.
What can we do kahit yung hindi mga magulang? as a Filipino who advocates for family and life, what should we do?
We fight back. It's a, it's a very, alam mo ba yung fight, diba? Parang, lalabanan mo. Yeah, but we fight back. We fight back. Hindi lang tayo dapat defensive. We have to be offensive. We have to be there before it starts. We have to be there before it starts. Meron kaming review, kasama pa namin si Sister Pilar noon, na textbook about na ng ano yung Association of Catholic Schools data?
Yeah, Catholic Educators ba? Association of the Philippines.
Association of Catholic Schools.
Yes.
Textbook na kanilang gustong ipagamit sa mga Catholic schools. So, Sister Pilar, alam mo naman Sister Pilar, may tenga yan sa lahat ng part, may mataya sa lahat ng part ng katawan niya. Nakita niya yung libro. So, binigay niya sa akin, Lorna, i-review mo nga ito. Tingnan mo ako, anong meron sa mga, oh my God, Rita, it's so sexualized. I hope it did not come out sa CEAP na yun, CEAP. Catholic Educators Association of the Philippines.
Nakakasakit ng dibdib.
We sought a meeting sa isang bishop na in charge sa Catholic education.
What did he say?
Na Catholics. And we showed them, naka-highlight lahat yung mga things that should not be taught to children. Parang wala naman, parang hindi natuloy. Yun ang gawin natin. Let us be vigilant. Let us, before it happens, kailangan nandun na tayo. We as advocates, we should talk to parents. We should form seminars to tell them na this is what's happening. Watch your children. That's what we should do.
In the face of all these challenges, ano yung nagagawa ng parents? Ano yung, how do I say it? Ano yung impact ng relationship between husband and wife? What is the impact of the relationship of your mother and your father in the forming of teenagers?
Unang-una, dapat pareho kayo ng way of thinking. Hindi yung sinabi ng nanay, kukontahin ng tatay.
Kasi anong impact nun sa bata?
And there must be loving relationship between the father and the mother. The children should see that there's a loving relationship, so that when they grow up, they would look for that loving relationship with their partner. There should be communication between husband and wife. Ito yung kailangan nating ituro sa mga anak natin. Isa ang ating patutunguhan. Let's not fight over this. Parang ganon. So, but again, yung loving relationship is very, very important.
Mahalaga na nakikita ng mga anak na nagkakasundo at nagmamahalan yung nanay at tatay nila.
They would look for that.
They will look for that. Yun ang hahanapin nila sa buhay nila in the future as adults.
Yung family that they grew up in.
Yes.
Yung family na yun, peaceful, loving, ganun. So, kailangan talaga mga magulang, kahit gaano pa kaliit yung bahay mo, kahit gaano kahirap ang buhay nyo, the children should see a loving family, a loving home.
Kahit gaano kahirap ang buhay, dapat may pagmamahalan.
Ang sinasabi mo sa kanila is for their own good, para pag yung mga anak, pagkaroon na rin sila ng family, yun din ang gagawin nila. Ito yung ginawa ng parents ko, and they were successful. They were happy. They were peaceful. So I'm going to do this to my family and to my
Right. Oo. Yung nakita, no? Okay, Lorna, as a family and life advocate, as a counselor, final words, I can imagine maraming nanonood dito na, ano bang gagawin ko sa anak ko? Final words for them.
Una-una, sinabi ko na sa umpisa, love your teenagers. Love your teenagers. You just don't say teenager yan, kaya ganyan yan. Okay? Love them as they are, as teenagers, pero hindi sila dapat pabayaan na sa gusto nilang mangyari. Okay? You must have limits. You must have boundaries for them. Ang hirap, hindi ko makausap ng maayos. Try. Keep trying. Keep praying. Kasi pag you give up, these teenagers will grow up to be adults of our society. Kawawa naman. Society natin. Okay. Be vigilant.
Be vigilant.
Do not just be defensive. Be offensive in acting. Like before these things happen, nandun na kayo. Say,
Okay.
ayaw namin ito dapat nangyari. Okay? We just don't say, bahala na ang school. The school, you have to be in the school. You have to show your children you care by being there in school with them. Pag merong family day sa school, be there. Kung hindi pwede kayong dalawa, but I suggest kayong dalawa pumunta. Hindi po ganun. Be vigilant. Be vigilant.
Be vigilant.
Do not just be defensive. Be offensive in acting. Like before these things happen, nandun na kayo. Say,
Okay.
ayaw namin ito dapat nangyari. Okay? We just don't say, bahala na ang school. The school, you have to be in the school. You have to show your children you care by being there in school with them. Pag merong family day sa school, be there. Kung hindi pwede kayong dalawa, but I suggest kayong dalawa pumunta. Hindi po ganun. Be vigilant. Be vigilant. Habang kaya pa ninyong pigilan ng mga bata sa social media, pigilan niyo na sila sa social media. I have 2 apos. Ang parating sinasabi ko sa mga anak ko, do not let your children hold a gadget. Pag gusto nilang manood ng movie, kayo ang mag-set, hindi sila ang magsiset. Just ask them what they want. Kasi wag humawak na sila. I don't know what those gadgets have. Pag nakawakan na ng mga bata, they tend to be addicted to it. So habang pwede pa, you ask them already not be so much in social media. Hindi pag nag-teenager na yung mga yan, away na ng mga kapatid. So while you can, mga young parents, while you can. Okay? Because they will not listen to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Lorna, for sharing your wisdom. I'm sure maraming nakuhang tips ang ating young parents and mga sumasakit ang ulo sa mga teenager nilang anak. Mahalin niyo sila. Thank you so much, Lorna. Thank you, my dear viewers, for watching this. This is Rita Dayrit reminding you today, haba-habaan po ang pasensya sapagkat ang buhay parang tayo.